through a diarrhea-infected goose. Ben goes through everyone.
X101 SPP2W X101 SPP2W X101 SPP2W.
It's week 7 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Steamers and the Elks on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And we're underway in Salt Lake City. Dearness Johnson to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And bringing them out, you cannot call him irrelevant ever again. Took his team to the Super Bowl last year. It's Brock Purdy.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Warren once more. Across the 45 and still going. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Counterplay here, Warren. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 39. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Well, Brock, they haven't been immune to the injury bug this season, but somehow, someway, their losses on the depth chart have yet to lead to a loss on the field.
Yeah, and to me, Kate, this is really two things. This is good coaching and great attitude. They've stayed level-headed, and they've refused to panic whenever someone's gone down. That next man up mentality. And that's how they've stayed undefeated so deep into this season.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He completes it in traffic. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Warren. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Elks finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Reed now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into these short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. David Long getting to the spot that time. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. David Long getting to the spot that time. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down from the red zone. Pass it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Steamers finish off their opening drive. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32, McBride hauls it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. From the gun is Purdy. That pass is complete to McBride. And he gets him around 6 there. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
To throw again, it's Purdy. He's got him, that's McBride. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Warren running between the tackles. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Chris Braswell there for the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Warren quick on the draw. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
3rd and 1.
They just get the play off. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Offense is out there and ready to get things going again. He takes it himself. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Hauled in by Waddle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. First is man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers. You can find a completion just like that.
A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Lake City, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Another try following the sack. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback, there's situations where you're gonna gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on third down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
A 9-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And the kick by Folk is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steamers and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. On first down, Hurts. This ball's caught by Uzama. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Hurts to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got two options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. David Long getting to the spot that time. Got to figure out this third down here. Hurts setting up to throw. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Steamers getting their punt team out there. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Elks and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
It's 4th down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing from the gun here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing here, Hurts. He's on the move. He can run it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Salt Lake City. The Steamers pushing for a score before the break. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hurts looking to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steamers get some late points and the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steamers take a 4-point lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Elks get some late points and the lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Elks push their lead to 3. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steamers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Got a man. Uzama has it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Getting out to his left. He's on the move. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We've got a timeout as they rush out to treat an injured player. And no, this is not what anyone wanted to see. Jalen Hurts, the one injured on that play. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. First throw for the backup now. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You can almost feel the eyes of those defenders like saucers. They see a quarterback in the open field, and all they want to do is knock him out. Or in this case, knock the ball loose. Job well done.
The Elks are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. New set of downs for him at the 38. They still have access to a pair of timeouts and a little time left, too, so points very much still in play here before the half. It's caught, Warren. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun is Purdy. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in. Touchdown! The Elks will add to their lead at the end of the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Elks make it a 10-point ball game. Reed now to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Justin Reed with the tackle. We've reached our halftime intermission with the Elks taking a lead into the locker room here in Salt Lake City. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday.
We'll get started across the border in Mexico, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. George Pickens, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Now following the play, we have the medical staff hurrying out as we look and see it's Cortland Sutton in some pain down there. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Browning. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a 4th down instead.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A run from Warren here to start the 3rd. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Play action now with Purdy. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's Robinson. Runs it in for the touchdown. The Elks push their lead further to start the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Elks take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. To the air, Browning. Short pass brought in. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Here's Browning. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing the out route complete.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
From the 44 here on second down. On target to Downs. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives them the first. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. David Long getting to the spot that time. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They stick with Jacobs. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Browning now. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Jacobs will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line in the defense.
And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Steamers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Steamers cut the lead down to 10.
Steamers 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson now on the return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Elks headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Purdy throwing here on first. Doesn't have the hook up there, incomplete pass. Nearly an interception on that play, and now it's second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to Waddle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, Warren. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Purdy to throw. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. First down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They run with Warren. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Warren. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Purdy escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, the old vernacular was hybrid. The new age vocabulary, it's positionless. And you're seeing it across so many sports. When you've got an athlete, you just want to put him on the field in any position to make a play, like he just did right in the middle of it.
Going for it with Warren. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Elks can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Elks take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense headed back to the field. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing is Browning. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. The rush gets home, and they stick it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Their offense running back out now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
He'll start the drive with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They send a tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Warren. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. From the gun is Purdy. He's got him. That's Addison. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. They're out just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Browning makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Browning. Hauled in by Downs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Finds his man Downs. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. from the 46. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. To the air, Browning. He'll get this to Tucker. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This ball's caught by Uzama. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Deontay Banks. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Motioning one of the tight ends. On second down, Warren gets it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Warren running between the tackles. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Elks are winners as we say so long from Salt Lake City.
It's week 7 of the 2024 season, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Mounties and the Thunderbirds under the lights on Monday night.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500. Not critical yet, but you can't wait too long to try to get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this feels like a really important game, and I think that was the sense that both coaches told us all week when we had a chance to meet with them. They said, we're not trying to panic. We're not trying to put the cart before the horse, but we need to win, and we need to get back on these.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case, and what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. The motion man is Sanders. Tua now on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led by their quarterback, the veteran out of Auburn. It is Jarrett Stidham.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the 1 interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. Shaheed with the catch. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll go play action here with Stidham. That's complete to all the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 32-yard line.
Mingo, the man in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. That one taken in by Douglas.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The Mounties offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Tua going to hold on to this. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's into the hands of the fullback. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw is Tua. Here's a screen set up to Williams. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. This one complete. A.J. Osborne with the grab. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The motion man is Sanders. Play action. Tagovailoa.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
The open man is Osborne. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Bourne. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Again, it's Tua. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Mounties will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Thunderbirds offense, ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Around a shotgun, it's Stidham. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he'll get about 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. You have a tight end motioning left here. Here's Stidham. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Stidham to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That's the rookie out of Penn State, Chop Robinson, in for the sack. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Putting the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Stidham. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Stidham. Now a screen set up for Edmonds. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The Mounties offense ready to get back at him. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. There's a short one caught by Sanders. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go with Williams. And that'll give them a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. On the option, here's Williams. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They send Godwin in motion. Now it's Tua. There's Osborne with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Williams. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. Schultz is the motion man. Tua now on 3rd down. that one on target to Williams. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Right back to Williams. They connect again. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. That's on the 11-time Pro Bowler, Trent Williams. They send Godwin in motion. To throw is Tua. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. The motion man here is Bourne. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense ready to take over once again. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Stidham.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
17 yards on that connection. And that will be a first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Throwing is Stidham. Pass completed to Douglas. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. On comes Thomas Morstead, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Mounties offense and the veteran Jamal Williams set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Schultz is the motion man. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, here's Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So just a couple of field goals through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our score at the break. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started across the border in Mexico, where you see the final score there. George Pickens, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners yesterday. Brock Purdy, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Scott now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stidham. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd and 6. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Stidham. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Mingo, the man in motion. Around a shotgun. It's Stidham. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
Fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. On the ground is Edmonds. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Here's Stidham. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Mounties offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The open man is Osborne.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll try to run for it with Johnson. The Mounties send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Stidham. Catch is made. That's Mingo. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Stidham. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Mingo, the man in motion. Here's Stidham on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Stidham. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Moving the tight end right. 3rd and long, and here's Stidham. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Sending it deep, looking for Osborne. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Schultz is the motion man. A play fake. Now 2 at a throw. A throw left side caught by Sanders.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker, and they have turned it over on downs. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stidham. This pass is caught by Scott. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll run it over center with Mitchell. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 3 to go. A tight end in motion now. They'll stick to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
On first and 10, it's Stidham. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. Here's second and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. In motion now, it's Scott. On third and 2, it's Stidham. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. The motion man is Sanders. They'll run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll run here. He will get this to the 35, a little short of the first down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. 14 yards on the pickup there.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. Schultz is the motion man. Tua. Here's a screen set up to Williams. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense, and Jarrett Stidham headed back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They send the tight end in motion. A play fake now. Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Throwing is Stidham. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Now a timeout for injury. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Hunter out there for the Thunderbirds. Important punt here in this tie game late. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is 2nd and 7. They send Godwin in motion. Look wide. Get this one complete. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. Schultz is the motion man. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Thunderbirds getting their punter out there, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Mounties offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. This one complete to Bourne. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's to the right side and incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down. To the air again, Tungavalo. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to win the game. Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This one he's gotta have. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this game, in all likelihood, is headed to overtime.
Man, that's just a tough one to swallow. You've got a chance to win the game right here at the end of regulation. But after that costly miss, they're going to see if they can pull this one out, but in overtime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to get the upper hand, earn the victory in this rematch from Vegas last February. Who knows? Might even see these two teams get at it again, this time in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.
It's Week 7 of the NFL, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Snowhawks and the Orbits on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the state of New Mexico in the high desert city of Albuquerque. Hello again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. And, Charles, let's do some breaking down of this Albuquerque club as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, they too were winners last time out, so something... Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. But you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, Thompson. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. When you look at this defense, this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short pass.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Thompson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Thompson now from the gun. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Orbits offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Minshew. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Offside, defense.
So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here's Thompson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Thompson. A dump down to McKinnon. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Thompson going to throw it.
Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Short throw caught by Dulcich. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Now Minshew. Same connection. Dulcich once again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flushed out. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this will be scooped up by the taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Albuquerque offense readying to take over once again. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Hall on a give up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Brown able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Play action here, Thompson. Quick throw there is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Thompson now. That is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This to Arnold on the short pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 9. Thompson going play action here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Santos' kick is up and through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 2nd down.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll give to Hall. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
It'll be Minshew again. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started across the border in Mexico, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. George Pickens, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners yesterday. Brock Purdy, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense had Gardner Minshew getting set to go to work once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Short throw caught by Dulcich. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. A give running right is Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This pass caught. It's Dobbs with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. This is caught. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Orbits have cut it back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Looking to throw, Thompson. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And down he'll go at the 25. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looked, and Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here again is McKinnon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Back-to-back 1 yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Thompson looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Hall to start the drive. Up to the 20. And we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Give to Hall running right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Quick throw, finding Dulcich. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's with pick number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff for Hall. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
McKinnon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson rolling to his right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Thompson going to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Albuquerque offense readying to take over once again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 8 yards.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hardy's got it on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Minshew. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Minshew. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich from 6 yards away. And the Orbits have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Snowhawks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Thompson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
It's hauled in by Hardy.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now Minshew. The pass caught by Hardy.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Now 1st and goal.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
One final try for Thompson.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Albuquerque, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's a fighter. When there's no coming back, he's a fighter.